Hello, today I'm going to teach you how to paint a basic watermelon slice for beginners. You're going to need a hot press sheet of watercolor paper or whatever watercolor paper you normally use. I'm just using a regular set of Crayola kids paints. You're going to need one paintbrush. I like to go for this size right here if you have it. A pencil and a paper towel just to get off the excess water or paint. Let's get started. We're going to start by sketching out a watermelon slice. So you're going to just start with your basic triangle shape. Then onto the triangle shape, you're going to come off a little bit. This is the green part of your watermelon. So you're just gonna do a little shade below and then also lighten up those lines. All right, then I'm gonna take my paintbrush. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and clean. We're gonna start by wetting down just the triangle shape, so not the shape below, just the triangle shape of the watermelon. And don't be afraid to put a good amount of water on there. Make sure you stay in that triangle shape because if you don't, the paint and water will be outside of it. So then we're gonna start by grabbing our red color and we're gonna start at the very tip of our watermelon slice. And we're just gonna gently pull the paint down. Grab a little bit more, pull it down. The idea here is to, as it goes up to the top of the watermelon, the color starts to lighten. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more red paint to the tip of mine and drag it down. And you can keep playing with this until you feel the colors are right. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because I will probably come back to it after it dries and touch it up. All right, then you're gonna want to clean off your brush again, and this time we are going for our green color. And I'm going to put that right here on my mixing palette and add just a little bit of brown just to darken that color a little bit. All right, then when you got the color you want, we're gonna take it and we're gonna go across the bottom of our watermelon and along the sides. And then I'm just gonna take some water and run that across there just to make the color look like it's getting lighter as it's going down. Just like that. And if your red is still wet, you can try to blend that green a little bit with your red. Just like that. And now would be the time for you to do any details you want to add to your watermelon. So fix up any lines you see or add some more color. And then we are going to let it dry before adding our watermelon seeds. All right, you'll know it's dry because when you put your hand to it, if the paint is still cold, that means it is not dry. So do that gently. If you just want to use one of your fingers to touch it and feel, you can do that. Just make sure you don't smudge the paint. Or if you look at it from an angle and it's still shiny, you know it's still wet. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a smaller brush for the seeds, but you can continue with the same brush if you want to use that. I'm going to pick up my black color. And I'm just going to carefully dot some little seed looking things on my watermelon. And that's it. It only took about 10 minutes and it wasn't that hard to paint. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I will see you next time.